Okay, y'all. First, I share a workspace here with my laundry room. So if it starts kicking in, I may pause it. Second, I am a little excited. Dang, my washer. Hold on. Okay, let me grab my scissors. Let's open this box. All right. Oh, Floof is helping. All right, y'all. You know, when you open this, you get a little thank you card, and it also gives you a way to help out the box, and what's in it is on the other side. I'm so excited. I already know what I'm using this for. I don't even need to see the rest of it. Oh my gosh, your first recycled paper. Floofers, please. Look at this. I have the perfect project waiting for this. This one is called Boho Floral Skull. Ooh, that'll be fun. I'll open them when I don't have cats around that think they need to get in on the box. This next one is called Antique Postage. Love that. How fun. And if you notice, they do match. So that'll be fun to see how to pair those together. The next one from Connie will be Winter Freeze. Look at how pretty that is. I love it. Look at the blue. There's some little dots of blue in that bird. I think I might play on that, depending on what our colors are. And then we have New Year's Key. Love that. Again, we've got like that skeleton key and the blue in there. Our freebie is a gorgeous napkin. How fun. Window pane. We have, Chestnut Mare. We have Elmwood. I should be reading these off of here. I might be able to read it a little bit better. And then we have a letterpress gray and Walk on Water, which is one of the new DIY colors, y'all. This is like one of my faves. I have played with this one quite a bit. Well, let's get creating. My name is Sandra, and I'm the owner and creator here at Midwest Charm. We are a small boutique in Pine City, Minnesota, right on Main Street. We specialize in repurposed, upcycled vintage home decor and furniture, as well as all of your DIY goodies. You can find our webpage linked below, as well as all of our social medias. You can contact us on any of them and we'll get back to you. And I think I've covered all the basics. Today's video are some amazing flips using Sonnet Creators Box for January. Y'all have been saving pieces and I cannot wait because I was hoping a paper would come in the box that would go with it. That one might be the last project. You'll have to guess which one you think it is. So stay tuned to the very, very end for pictures and let's get to work. Look at that. Look at that. Might not work for what I wanted after all, but I'm obsessed. And on that note, we're gonna open up this other one too, just cause the cats keep jumping up here, but I'm gonna try to get through this quickly before Larry sitting next to me here. Okay, here is the postage stamp. All right, ready guys? I am so excited to play with these. I am so excited. All right, and just a refresher, let me show you these again. We've got the bird and the key. All right. All right, y'all, project number 1. I took this napkin. You guys, I don't normally use napkins for decoupage, but the minute I saw it, I knew I had to do this piece. So this little dress form was, you'll see the other parts here in a minute. I actually pulled it apart. I painted it white, and I just put on a good coat of the liquid patina. and then I smooth on the napkin. And you did see me in the beginning, I just wet my finger and peeled apart. There are like, it's more than one ply, so you've got to remove just that top layer to make it go on nice and smooth. Once I get this all applied, it was a really quick, easy job. And yes, I sped this up, so it's a little rough. You can see I painted the base. Wait till the very end for the final results. And here is project 2. We are going in with some liquid patina. I already painted this white. My friend Sylvia picked up 2 of these, and you guys make sure you watch her video. So I'll link hers below, but also if you're watching through Sonnets, hers is Backyard Brushes, and she is doing the same piece. I am taking my misting bottle and misting down the paper that I'm about to use to just loosen up the fibers. I am using liquid patina and put a generous coat on there, and then placing my paper on there exactly how I want it to be, and making sure that it covers the whole thing and I'm not getting like the white edges on there, and then coating it on top with my liquid patina, and I will set that aside to dry. Once it is dry, I'm going to take one of these amazing little finger sanders, you guys. They're down in my Amazon affiliate link below. I do get a small commission, very small, but it has no added cost to you. It just helps me out a little bit if you purchase through that link. In a downward motion, I'm going to go around the edge of this entire piece, which is off screen. You know, I swear I line these up and then I get caught up in the moment and I forget to shift it back. So I apologize for that. But just going in a downward motion, just going along the edge there, and it just peels right off. I was having a little bit of trouble going around the handle, but we got it. Once that is all done, I'll go around the edge one more time just to get any of those loose fibers off or any little bits that didn't come off as smooth. And then we'll seal it all up one more time. I'm removing the leather from this. I do need to put in new jute or new leather. I forgot to do that till right now. And here I am taking Fusion's Chestnut Mare, going around the edges of it, and I am also going to do the handle in the same color. And I did get some on the actual piece. I just took a baby wipe and wiped it off. All right, I started with my shop towel and then went to the baby wipe, so baby wipe got it off much better. And then it's going to get 2 coats on there. It dries, this Fusion does dry pretty quick too. You're going to do nice thin coats so it goes on nice and smooth. And while I do not carry this brand of paint, I have several friends, including Sonnet, who do carry it. So make sure you're hitting up one of them to purchase your paint. I believe Tara from Reclaimed Ranch carries it as well. Now we're going to go in and distress that handle. I really wanted to leave the handle the way it was because I really loved how chippy looking it was. And I just decided I wanted to just go in and distress it and keep it the same color as the sides. And then we are going to take some dark wax by DIY, go over the edges of this piece and then the handle as well. And then use a shop towel to wipe it all off, leaving it rest in all the grooves of that handle, and just to age up that paper and make it look like it's been on there forever. And then you see me go back in a little bit, add a little bit more just to kind of feather it in a little bit more so it doesn't look like I just put it on in a circle and left it. And I will show you this project at the end too. Project number 3, I had a little piece of scrap wood that I did go in with a sander and sanded smooth all of the sides and edges. I'm going in with beadboard and put on 2 coats of beadboard on one side only. And then I'm going to go in with my liquid patina and put a generous coat. I do mist the paper just to give it, it just helps to adhere it with that liquid patina. And I want to make sure I get that whole bird and branch on there. So I just kind of line it up, go back over it with the liquid patina, and then we let it dry and go back in with our finger sander and sand off all of those edges. And this one was a little bit harder because I kind of rolled my sander over those corners. And so the edges weren't like rounded, but they weren't sharp either. So made it a little bit more difficult. But this is going to be so cute. It will look great as a little shelf sitter. It will look great in a basket or on a tiered tray. It is the perfect size. And then I do go in on this one, and we use the, I believe, DIY letterpress gray, and I paint all the sides and the back 2 coats, and then we seal it at the very end there with some clear wax. And you can see me kind of going along the edge of where that roll is, just to make sure that the edge of that paper is covered up and there's not any of that stark white coming through. And again, this is going to be perfect in so many different places. I'm really happy with how this turned out. She's a very sweet little bird. Now in this video today, I'm not getting a chance to use all of the papers or all of the paints, because this last project that I'm doing is more time consuming than I had planned on it being. But I promise you, it's worth it. So stick it out. It is so worth it. So in this last project, we are taking a vintage wooden window frame, and my cats are really curious as to why I'm in the kitchen and not in my workspace. I'm just cleaning off the window. I'm trying to get all the boards cleaned, but also the panes of glass extra clean. And you guys wait till you see how grossly dirty this thing was. It was so gross. And I went over it 3 times at least, and then I do front and back, and then I do front and back again. It was dirty. But this is extremely important to get the finish I am looking for, and it's just a necessity. You always want to make sure your pieces are extra clean. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys, this paper is called Boho Floral Skull by Upcycled. It's my favorite, and I'm about to cut into it, and I'm terrified because this paper, I got one, and that's it. And it's so beautiful. Yeah, I don't want to screw this up. I am obsessed with this and knew immediately it had to go on a window. I had my son go out to the shed and measure every single one I had out there. I am just misting down this paper with some water. So this is, I want to say simple, but it's really just a matter of being patient. We are using our little smoothie brush, and I'm pouring the liquid patina onto the lid to apply it to the window glass. And I'm going over where, so there's extra, and you can't see it on this bottom part. You'll see it when I do the top one though, that it's on the, you can see the patina on the glass after I apply. I'm making sure that there's plenty on there. I want this piece to stick down, and I have a plan for when I'm done with this on how I am going to finish this off. So it don't matter if I have liquid patina on the glass. We are just using the brush then to smooth it out, and then you'll see I start off to the side and not right up next to the paper, and then I go in closer to the paper. You don't want to have a big bulge there. You're going to get air bubbles. So I'm just smoothing it out, and I'm making sure like along the bottom and the top it's just really getting pressed in there. love this paper. Now we're just going over with a coat of the liquid patina and putting it evenly across the whole top. I'm rubbing out a couple air bubbles I found in there. Now, to do the top part, I'm going to have to trim off a little bit off the top, but I measured out, rub my fingers, and crease the paper there, and then I just cut along that crease. And again, I'm freaking out because I'm cutting this gorgeous paper, and I love it, and I don't want to ruin this. Misting this down again. Instead of doing the whole one like I did the last time, I'm going to do it more in sections. And you'll see me putting on the liquid patina, lining up the paper like where it is on the bottom, and then applying it and smoothing it. And then we will do the whole misting the paper and then applying the liquid patina, misting the paper, smoothing it over until we get that whole top part done. Yeah, oh boy. Just smoothing it out. And then I realized I needed more liquid patina on there. So we're just going to make sure there's plenty on there. And again, I make sure that the top is applied and the bottom is applied. One of the kids must have been talking to me there. Then we're going to go in with an even coat of liquid patina on the top and then let this thing dry up. I am getting excited because it looks so pretty, and I haven't even gotten close to finishing it yet, you guys. I tore a little bit of the paper there. You can see me just kind of using my finger to smooth it out, and then I take a little bit of the part that I tore off, and then I applied it and then smoothed it over with some more, and you can't even tell it's there. In the final results, you won't even be able to see it. Whew, you guys, I made it through. So, look at that. We are going to take White Swan, and we're going to put 2 coats of White Swan on the whole back side of both panes of these glass, all the way up to the edges. You can not do those edges if you don't want to, and use like a razor, a flat razor, to scrape like right up to the edge of it and go down the paper so that it's clear. Or you can do blending, and I've done blending before. If I think about it, I'll share my chicken window where I blended it, the colors, to kind of make it look like it was the sky on that one. And that can be done too, but on this one, like I said, I have a plan on how I'm finishing it. So we're going to let this coat dry thoroughly, and that's really important when you're working with this paint on any slicker surfaces. You just want to make sure it's completely dry. If it is completely dry, you won't have issues putting on that second coat, and you don't want to overwork the second coat either. You just want to get the paint on there, smooth it out, and then move on. And look, you guys, and then 2 coats. So here's a little sneak peek. Now that that white's on the back, it really makes it pop. We are going in with Elmwood, and this was in the Maker's Box this month, and we are putting on 2 coats of this. I wasn't sure, you guys, what color to do. I even had texted Sonnet, and I was so stuck, and I'd asked my girls, and my girls weren't throwing anything out there. They were kind of all like, well, it's your thing, you know. And I really decided to go with this one because I felt like it really pulled out the skull and made the darker parts of that skull pop out. And it looks like more natural, and I really love how it turns out. So this is going to get 2 coats, and it's going to get the top, the bottom, the edges, the middle stripe is all going to get paint. And again, if you guys get this on there, it's got liquid patina on your paper, so you can just go in with a baby wipe and wipe it off, and it's not a big deal at all. But we're going to do 2 coats of this paint. This paint has a top coat in it, so I do not need to top coat it. I can just leave it as is. Now, something that does not get shown is I do add 2 D-rings to the back side of this so it can be hung on a wall. And that did not get shown, so I apologize for that. Usually I'm pretty good about making sure I cover that, but and you know what? You can leave this project finished right here if you want once you get your paint on there, because this turned out fabulous. And this dries so quick. I was able to do the second coat like right after I finished doing the top and the sides and the bottom. I was able to do my second coat right away. But you can leave this as is because I think it looks gorgeous, just like this. It was just, I knew the minute I saw this what I was doing. So I had a vision. It came up pretty close to what I had in my head, and that always makes me so happy. And I think when Sonnet releases her extra papers of this, I think I need a bunch of them because this paper just makes me happy. It's got those florals on there. I don't know. There's just something about this. I love it, and I love how this project turned out. And as you'll see at the end, it is hanging in my house. So there is a possibility I keep it, but, you know, I don't know. So you'll see me just moving this around just to get a better angle at all of the little pieces on this that needed painted. It was easier for me to do it like this and get the underside of that middle framework and the top framework than it would have been to paint it at the angle I was at. I just really wanted to make sure I got it. And this is when I realized, oh, hey, it's already dry. We can go in with that second coat. So that's exactly what I did. I went in with our second coat and finish painting it. And another little sneak peek, y'all. Oh, it's amazing. But I'm not done. Taking my favorite Rose Botanical and 2 pieces of lavender from Painterly Floral. If I had had more full pieces of lavender, I probably would have threw in a few more on there. But I just cut these apart and used them kind of on the base of how I was going to do this. I am going to put floral on the edge here. There's some lavender on that cow's head. There's pinks and yellows and just white creams. I loved it so much. So I just wanted to use some of those same colors and use some floral along the sides to kind of fill in the white. And you will see me with this painterly florals, the lavender. These were not applying as easily as the other pieces because these were not I did not store them the best. So they were a little bit harder to go on. The other ones went on so smoothly and beautifully. I had no problem. And it's just a matter of what I thought looked good, and just kind of filling it in. And I think I have them. I keep looking over at it. I think I have it where I want to leave it at this point. And I'm just going to let you guys watch me apply these transfers. The rest of what is getting applied is from the Rose Botanicals, which you guys have seen me do a full window of. You've seen me do a little nightstand piece. You've seen me use this all the time. It is definitely one of my favorites. It has so many pieces in it. It's lovely. So go ahead and watch, you guys, and make sure you let me know what your thoughts were on all of these projects. And, you know, hit that little subscribe button if you guys haven't already. I really appreciate it. And enjoy. So what did you think? I still have like paper and paint left to use that I didn't get a chance to use yet in those projects. And I know you guys already know which one was my favorite, but make sure you guys let me know what your favorite one was. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really appreciate it when you guys do subscribe. It means the world to me as a small business. And thank you all for watching and hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed what I put together for you. We'll see you all next time.